it gets to the stage where you think, my God, he hasn't had anything to eat 3-4 days.
Anything to eat.
Then you start trying to fill him up with the crisps, the biscuits, and it is a bad thing, like especially for his teeth and his health, but if that's the only thing he's going to live on, that's what we've got to give him. It does get upsetting, it just gets to you. I wish I could check him and just say, right, you know, and check everything that's bad out of him, and just keep all the good bits. Not that he's a bad lad, are you? Hopefully.
Tonya sneaks vitamin powder into Regan's drinks, but it's hardly surprising he hasn't got much energy.
Well, so far the doctors have actually said, you know, it's fad eating, it's fussy, terrible too, you know, even though it's now come up to 5, so I don't know how long that's going to last. And I do actually say, give me a date of when he'll start being normal.
Regan's doctors couldn't find anything wrong with him, so he was referred to a specialist at Sheffield Children's Hospital.
Love you. Have a kiss. Not bothered, are you?
See you when you get back.
Come on then.
You go with Dad. See you later.
Regan's specialist inserted a camera down his throat. He found evidence of reflux disease, a condition like heartburn which is easily treated. But for Regan, the solution's not that simple.
I think what we've got is 2 problems. He started off with the reflux, but he's then developed an aversion to food because it's been unpleasant. So he's got a learnt behaviour problem which we have to tackle as well.
Regan's back home with his family in York and on medication for the reflux, but he's still the pickiest kid in Britain.
Sometimes he'll get to a point where I actually put the food in his mouth. Regan's actually eating some jam.
No, he's not. And Tonya's battle with Regan's diet from hell continues.
You're not going to eat the jam.
Here's a competitive sport that requires stamina, speed and a certain kind of courage. It's not for the faint-hearted or calorie counters. Across the fat Western world, people calling themselves athletes train their stomachs to take in as much food as possible in the shortest time. Meet Carey the Kid DeGrosser. He's the 3 times undefeated competitive eating hot dog champ of Las Vegas.
My mother's Jewish and my father's Italian, so food is my field. And I just always loved to eat. I always thought I could do it. I was always a fast eater. My mother used to say, Carey, you don't even taste your food. You just eat, eat, eat. And so when this came around, I thought, my God, here's a sport that I could be in, you know? I always wanted to be an athlete.
Kid Carey's best time is 6 hot dogs and their buns in 2 minutes dead.
I don't know what it's like to run a football down the field or a soccer ball, but I mean, your body is saying, no, I can't do anymore, and your brain just says, come on, you've got to do it. Well, the same thing's true with competitive eating. I mean, it's ready to erupt. You've got to push it down and keep going.
But can he do it for Diets from Hell? We suggest you don't try this at home.
You take the hot dog, stick it in water, wring it out with the bun and shove it in.
To do what Carey does requires training.
24 hours before the contest, I don't eat anything. I do a lot of water to expand my stomach, because part of this is like a balloon that you've blown up so many times, it gets easier and easier to blow up. Well, that's what you want to try to do to your stomach, so it expands, and that's part of the training.
No matter how much your stomach expands, there's no gain without pain.
When I eat more and more hot dogs, I feel terrible. It's like every ounce of my blood is rushed to my stomach to digest all that food. Now you lose if it comes up. That's part of the rules. If it comes up during a contest, you're out. So there's a test of my strength. This is a young man's sport. I've talked about retiring, you know, maybe hanging at my buns, but not my wiener. You know what I mean? So eventually, I don't know. It's a tough sport to keep going at my age.
Afterwards, some of the competitors make themselves sick, but not Carey.
I must have battery acid in my stomach, because as soon as it hits it, boom, it's in there. So no, I don't feel good. I don't feel good for a few days. Probably, you know, more information than you want to know, but I'm plugged up for a while.
There are obvious health risks associated with this kind of activity, but it doesn't stop some competitors campaigning for serious recognition.
The International Federation of Competitive Eating wants to make this an Olympic sport. It's mind over matter. It's testing the body. So why shouldn't it be an Olympic sport? Absolutely. We're gladiators. We're in a sport together and we're battling it out. So we're gustatory gladiators.
2 minutes and 6 dogs later, Kid Carey proves he's a champion.
Oh, I think people underestimate competitive eating a lot. I think that they don't realize what a test of mind over matter it is. Absolutely. It's not easy. I mean, your stomach's saying no, 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 and you're forcing your body to push past its circuit breakers, so it's tough. Absolutely.
You know, having food in your mouth still is legal as long as you have it in your mouth. Is that all right?
Can we try that one more time?
Sure.